Hey folks, welcome to another day, another unboxing. What I've got here is the Infinix Note 10 Pro, Note 10 Pro. 256 gigs of storage, 8 gigs of RAM, 6.95 inch Full HD Plus display with 90 Hz refresh. So it's an upgrade over the previous Infinix phone I reviewed, the Hot 10s NFC up here. This is the non-NFC version of this phone. There is also an NFC version of this. Sadly, this lacks it, which is weird because, well, honestly, I think that for markets like the US and stuff, you want NFC. Anyway, so that's what the box looks like. Some IMEIs at the bottom. And here's some of the specs at the top here. This is a Helio G95 from MediaTek. Android 11, 5000 mAh battery, 64 megapixel main camera in the back, 8 megapixel ultra wide, a 2 megapixel depth / light sensor, 16 megapixel front. So at the time of making this video, I don't have the price, but I'll put it up here so you can check it out. Let's unbox this. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, look at that. They sure like to put these big stickers on their phones. Here are some of the highlights we've already talked about. And 33 watt fast charging, which is nice. No wireless charging here, of course. All right, so we've got a divider here. And this divider has a SIM removal tool and a case. And what the hell is this? Let's have a look here. So we've got a kind of semi-hard, actually no, interesting. The last Infinix phone had like a semi-hard case. This is a TPU, totally flexible. 1X Gold, I guess it's their fan currency, whatever. And then we've got a card of some kind, but what we're really interested in is the manual, and I don't see anything here. There's no manual, but this is a screen protector, which is a nice welcome addition. All right, so now you've got a 33 watt charger, which is orange color keyed, USB-A, not too surprising, and then it comes with a USB-A to USB-C cable, which also has orange in it, and an orange tip here, as you can see. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice color coordination going on there. All right, so that's it for the box. I don't think there's anything else in here. Let's take a look at the phone, shall we? So first, let's remove this sticker. Well, that was pretty quiet. And then let me remove the back. I think there's an IMEI sticker on there somewhere. There we go. That's what the back looks like. Ooh. Can you see the Infinix logo there? Ooh, that's very, very rainbowy. Nice. Okay, let's turn it on. Bzz. All right, Infinix. So this is an LCD IPS panel. It's got a hole punch for the 16 megapixel front-facing camera. XOS is their skin on top of Android 11. If you've seen my other unboxing, you're pretty familiar with this. This is a pretty thin phone. It feels pretty nice in hand, honestly. There we go. Start. So you can set it up in whatever language you want. And as you can see here, this is not a bad looking display. The back here, you've got quad camera setup, flash. Now this is plastic, but it's made to look like glass. Plastic frame as well. Let me walk you through the edges. You got a volume rocker here, a fingerprint sensor, which doubles as a power lock key. And then you got here at the bottom, one of the speakers. It says stereo audio. USB Type-C, unlike the micro USB on the other one. Primary mic and a headphone jack, nice addition. And on this side is the SIM slot. And this is a dual SIM plus micro SD. So you can have all three, which is really nice. And then on top here, doesn't seem to have a secondary microphone, which is interesting. There's the earpiece up here, which serves as a second speaker. And yeah, again, this is a big screen, 6.95 inches, but I like that it's tall and narrow. The aspect ratio on this looks like it might be 20.5 to 9, almost 21 to 9, which isn't bad. All right, so let's talk about the guts real quick before we talk about the cameras. Inside is a Helio G95, as you saw, and this is a kind of a gaming optimized chip. This has a 90 Hz refresh rate on this 1080p panel. Again, an improvement over the 720p panel on the Hot 10s. And it has 180 Hz touch sample rate. Now, in terms of RAM and storage, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, plus micro SD. And then in the back, there's these 4 cameras. So I don't have all the specs, but there's a 64 megapixel main camera with 0.8 micron pixel and its quad pixel bin down to 16. Then there's an 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel depth slash low light sensor. And I'll put all the specs here once I get them. It looks like a quad LED flash in here. You can see that this down here is actually not a camera. It's just a circle. There you go. You can see it. Interesting. They did that on the Hot 10s as well. And this is like this kind of like interesting texture on it. It feels nice to the touch. Feels good in hand because of these curved edges here. So yeah, not too shabby. 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 33 watt fast charging. Frankly, it's not bad. It's a bummer that it doesn't have NFC, but I do like the design. It kind of reminds me of the Vivo X60 series a little bit with this camera pod, like with this like two-tiered design. So yeah, that's basically a quick tour. We talked about the processor, the storage, the battery, the cameras, the display. And again, this does not have NFC, which is a bummer, but there is a version with NFC, which seems to have the same battery size, 5,000 milliamp hour as well. That's it, folks. The Infinix Note 10 Pro here on my channel. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, click the notification bell below. Let me know what you think in the comment. Would this be a phone you'd consider buying, especially the NFC version of this? If it was available here in the US, I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. And please remember that this is a compliment to my podcast at mobiletechpodcast.com on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Spotify, everywhere good podcasts can be found. So please subscribe if you want to hear my thoughts about this phone. It's going to happen on the podcast. So that's it, folks. Stay tuned. I'll have more videos soon. Until then, cheers, everybody.